afternoon across Michiana. I'm ABC 57 Chief Meteorologist Jamie Martin. The temps will drop this evening, but a warm-up is on the way. All the numbers with forecast track just ahead. ABC 57 News at 5 starts now.
Covering South Bend, Elkhart, and all of Michiana, this is ABC 57 News at 5.
Right now, we have some breaking news. A woman who works as a bookkeeper for St. Joseph County is charged with scamming at least 2 women out of money. And she pretended to be a man and a Marine to pull it off. We're going to break down this bizarre affidavit tonight.
Tonight, we are following the latest on a deadly shooting in South Bend. New details tonight about the man gunned down.
And the big houses are up in this new South Bend neighborhood. And for nearby residents, the noise is finally over. We've got an update on construction right near Notre Dame. But we start tonight with that breaking news right now out of South Bend's courthouse. Good evening, everyone. I'm Kim Chappell.
And I'm Brian Dorman. Tonight, county bookkeeper Kim Savage is without a job and in jail, accused of scamming 2 women out of thousands of dollars. How she did it is nothing short of shocking.
Let's get right out to ABC 57's Jessie McDonough. She is live for us tonight downtown at the courthouse. Now, Jessie, you have combed through those charging documents in this case, and this is not a typical phone or internet scam, is it?
No, it's not, Kim. According to these charging documents, the head bookkeeper here, 44-year-old Kim Savage, went to great lengths into fooling her 2 victims to deposit thousands of dollars of cash into her own personal account. Now, here's a look at Kim Savage. Cybercrimes detectives say she pretended to be 2 different male Marines, both over the phone and on the internet, to dupe 2 women into thinking they were depositing money into an account that would get wired to active duty Marines overseas in need. One of Savage's victims thought her money was going to help Marines in Afghanistan for 8 years. They knew Kim Savage as the middleman who would make sure the money got wired to those soldiers in need. She even led one of their victims on as a romantic interest, and it wasn't until last month that they figured her out. The jig was up when Savage was pretending to be a Marine on the phone, got into a car accident, and accidentally used her real name, tipping off one of the victims. Now, right now, police are still looking for more victims in this cybercrime case, and if you or you know of anyone think you may have been duped in this cybercrime case, you're asked to contact the detectives in St. Joseph County. Now, I'm going to continue looking through this affidavit and finding out more information on this story, so stay with us for the next 90 minutes. I'll have updates as they become available. Live at the courthouse, Jessie McDonough, ABC 57 News.
What a strange case there. Well, last night at 10, ABC 57 was first on the scene, first to tell you about a murder on Sunnyside Avenue in South Bend.
Tonight, police are still searching for a suspect, and they are asking for some help tonight. ABC 57 now knows the man who was shot and killed in his car last night as 32-year-old Julio Santos of South Bend. ABC 57's Jasmine Norwood reports.
It's hard to understand why or how something like that would happen in this neighborhood.
Last night, Sunnyside was lined with yellow tape, police cars, and Metro homicide detectives. Police say 32-year-old Julio Santos was shot and killed inside of this Ford Taurus. Police say when they got to the scene, the car was still running, keys still in the ignition. Today, neighbors are in disbelief.
We've been here 44 years. This is a pretty quiet neighborhood. Don't have much happening. Very scary, yeah. Like I said, I thought it was an automobile accident.
Santos's blood still stains the street. Santos was murdered in front of this vacant house that's for sale. I called the realtor to see if he'd had any problems here before last night. He says the house is checked on regularly and is well secured. He doesn't think the house is connected to Santos's murder. And many in this neighborhood are hoping for answers soon.
I hope justice is served with these people, whoever it was that did it.
And that was ABC 57's Jasmine Norwood reporting for us tonight. Homicide detectives are asking anyone with information about this homicide, please call Crime Stoppers right away. Well, tonight, Police are looking for 2 people who robbed the Jimmy John's at Ironwood and State Road 23. That's just up the street from our studios here in South Bend. Robbed at gunpoint last night. We first broke this story on ABC 57 News at 5 o'clock this morning. It happened just after midnight. ABC 57 reporters were first on the scene. The employees told us they were pretty shaken up after the robbers waved guns in their face.
Well, one of the largest new neighborhood construction projects in South Bend is about to wrap up, and that's good news for the drivers inconvenienced by it over the years, and even more so for the other residents who live in earshot of all that construction noise. Tonight, ABC 57's Megan Schiller joins us live at the intersection of Huey and State Road 23. Megan, what did neighbors have to say to you about it today?
Well, neighbors tell me they've been inconvenienced for quite some time, oftentimes having to drive a while out of their way just to get back home. But they told me, thankfully, these roads have started opening back up recently. After months of orange barrels and road closure signs, NDOT says construction along this stretch is finally wrapping up. And neighbors like Leon Pascal say it's about time.
It's been kind of hard as held us up on making our money as far as parking with construction and everything.
Pascal says he runs a lot on Twickenham, but it wasn't easy for Notre Dame fans to find it this season. Barriers like this one or construction vehicles have blocked the access for months to realign this busy stretch.
I think it looks real good.
If you drive along the road in the next day or two, you'll see construction crews installing a new black fence. It's a fence that's upsetting many homeowners across from the new triangle.
When I first drove by, there were like poles that they had put up and things, and I was like, oh, they're going to fence us in. They don't want us to be, too close to the new houses, and just the way to put a barrier up between us and them.
NDOT said the fence is the City of South Bend's part of this project. Workers with Specialties Company LLC were out today installing along the road. What purpose do you think the city is going to say they have for the fence? They haven't gone back to me yet, but I'm just wondering.
I think to them it'll just be a way to spruce things up how they look and maybe make it more attractive for potential homeowners to come over. I don't think it has any safety, or I think it has anything to do with any of that.
Now, I did just get off the phone with someone with the city, and I was told that this fence was not a last-minute decision. This basically was decided whenever they have started planning this whole construction process years ago. Live in South Bend, Megan Schiller, ABC 57 News.
All right, well, the big weather story tonight. How about these warmer temperatures?
Loving them right now. ABC 57 had your first warning about a warmer day today. And tonight, those temps will not drop down as fast. Let's get right over to our chief meteorologist, Jamie Martin.
Hey, guys. Yeah, nice out there today. Made it all the way back up to 50 degrees in South Bend this afternoon. Just a couple of clouds coming back in, but don't despair. Make some outdoor plans. It looks nice. ABC 57 first warning. Doppler radar not showing any showers at all in the area. Looks good all the way up into parts of Berrien County. Yep, there's still some snow on the ground around there, too. Around Benton Harbor from Oak Street to Graham Avenue and also towards Thresher Avenue. Still looks good across the area, and everything's really going to start melting very quickly back across the area. Here's a look at the satellite picture. Again, just a few fair weather clouds coming across from time to time. Otherwise, 44 degrees in Benton Harbor right now. 50, though, still in South Bend. If you're going to be heading out in South Bend downtown, 7 p.m., back down to 45, but staying in the low 40s through 8, 9, and even into 10 o'clock this evening. So it looks like a pretty nice little warm-up is on the way by the weekend, but the chance of rain is back in the forecast. The very latest timing with Forecast Track coming up in just a few minutes. Kim?
Well, we promise to keep you updated on the boil order situation in Napanee. And tonight, water officials lifted that system-wide order. The test came back clean, and tonight that water is safe to drink. Also, starting next month, Buchanan's police department will have a new home. The department's moving to its new location on Front Street. So far, no plans are set for that old building. The City Commission will be making a decision on that in the next couple of months.
There were fireworks at the State Board of Education meeting in Indianapolis when the state superintendent stopped the meeting and then stormed right out of the room. Glenda Ritz abruptly left that meeting after board member Brad Oliver introduced a resolution that dealt with students' readiness for colleges and careers. Ritz said that the resolution was illegal because it was created by the governor's new education agency.
It was publicized as part of the agenda. It went out. I didn't realize she was going to rule it as an unacceptable motion.
There's a lot of conflict, and I attribute it solely, not to the members of the board, actually, but to the CECI staff that have been hired to actually oversee my agency and how things work.
think a lot of folks here just surprised that she stormed out of the meeting. Board members may try to have an emergency meeting over the next few weeks to discuss the situation.
Well, the devastation of last week's tragic typhoon in the Philippines is just really now coming to light, and some of those who live right here in Michiana are affected by it. ABC 57's Emily Evans spoke with one woman tonight who is still searching for her own family. And Emily, she is really looking for any help she can get.
Yes, she is, Kim. Rebecca Nicholas is a student here at Andrews University in Berrien Springs, but was born and raised in the Philippines. And ever since she heard the terrible news last Thursday that her home island had been wiped out by the storm, she's been frantically looking for her family ever since. Nicholas grew up near Guillaume. It's about 4 hours away by car from the popular tourist destination of Tacloban. She moved to Berrien Springs this summer to study early childhood education at Andrews University. She says her father, mother, brother, sister, and aunt are all in the Philippines, and she hasn't heard from them since the storm hit last week. The only communication she has is with another sister in Florida and another brother in Canada, all hoping as each day passes that they'll get some good news.
I'm still hoping that, because my parents was there. So of course, my cry, my heart really break because of my loved ones, my family.
Coming up tonight at 6, find out what Nicholas is doing today to find her family. Reporting live in Berrien Springs, Emily Evans, ABC 57 News.
And students at South Bend St. Joseph High School are sending their prayers and relief money to the Philippines. Students gathered in the school's chapel this afternoon for a special prayer service and are sponsoring a dress down day tomorrow, all as a fundraiser. We have all been to a convenience store, whether it's, of course, to gas up, maybe just buy a bag of chips.
Yep, but some are going there for other reasons. And at some Michiana food marts, it appears illegal goods are actually being sold.
ABC 57's Daryl Bajoris has a special ABC 57 news investigation for us, all new tonight at 11 that you will not want to miss. He'll tell you why this issue goes way beyond law enforcement. And big changes to the president's signature health care law. The fix he is offering to Americans who have had their health care coverage canceled due to the Affordable Care Act.
Plus, which passengers will be getting some speedy screenings the next time they fly?
Well, if you're going to be heading out the door, it looks like a great evening out there right now. Nice and quiet across the region. It's going to get kind of cold, though, by tomorrow morning. We'll talk more about the overnight lows and take you county by county coming up.